Hello, thank you for listening to Ongaku to You for the week of February 2nd, 2018. This is your host Ken, and with me I have Luna
Hello, hello, hello.
and Gray.
What's happening, dudes?
What's going on, you guys? Let's start with you, Gray.
Nothing much. Same old, same old. Been ramping up for the big Scandal release. Getting excited. Start the countdown now. We've got 12 days, so we're getting pretty pumped about that. Optimism's the way to go. All the early stuff I've heard is really good. I like Platform Syndrome, so I'm getting really pumped about this album. Other than that, been listening to some more Bish. Started trying to comb my way through Kodakuma's library. It's like diving into the Pacific Ocean. It's so vast and wide. So we'll see what we get on the other side. But right now, I'm down 2 volumes. I'm on the 2 albums. I'm on the third album. Hopefully, I'll like what I've heard mostly so far. I'm not the biggest Britney Spears guy, and her music reminds me a lot of Britney Spears, but she
I
has
think a few songs do.
but she has a gorgeous voice. Like she has a phenomenal voice. Like she could sing to me in my sleep. I was just like, yes, just keep singing, sweetheart. Like, like, I love her voice, but so far so good. Nothing. I will say nothing's really stood out to me yet. As far as ooh, I love that song. Usually they don't on first hearing. I have to listen to an album 2 or 3 times. So, I'm probably as soon as I get through this next album, I'll probably dive into her best of albums. That way, I can really just get a solid um like pick of what she has to offer, and because I don't think I'll have time to give each album the proper treatment they deserve, so I'll have to pick and choose. Unfortunately, it's just how it goes sometimes. But other than that, I'm doing excellent. How are you doing, Luna?
I'm doing pretty good. Just preparing. Boa has a new album coming out the same day as Scandal.
Oh,
So I've been preparing for that a little bit.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, she has 3 editions of it. I actually bought 2 out of the 3 editions. Pre-ordered them because they have different DVDs in each one. The only place to pre-order those is Yes Asia, unfortunately, or Amazon Japan, but of course you need a Japanese address. I did mine on Yes Asia. Some reason CD Japan didn't get it. A little disappointed there. But I'm excited about that.
You have a Japanese connection, so the Japanese address isn't a problem right now.
No, it isn't. I send a lot of stuff to my friend. He I'm pretty sure drives me crazy sometimes. But I just bought it off Yes Asia because I'm like, well, why not? And it wasn't that much more than Amazon Japan anyway.
Well, I was talking to him earlier today, and I was talking to him about the Kodakumi thing that I've got going on. And he's like, "You're welcome, by the way, because I sent her all those albums." I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Yep. Yeah. I buy a lot. I like physical releases, so I have every Kodakumi album. I have every Boa album, Japanese and Korean. I have several editions of certain albums. Kodakumi's a guilty one. Fan club editions. But I'm preparing for Boa, and I got back into Ayumi Hamazaki. I realized I was missing 2 albums. I bought them, and I finally own her A1 album, which is brilliant. It is a great, great album, and her 6 mini album, which is also really good.
Does she just really need steak sauce or something?
6?
No, you said you just got her A1 album?
Yeah, A1. It's called A. Well, she always uses her symbol as an A, and it's kind of like a fancy A. But I finally got that. I'm so excited. It has some great songs on it, and right when I got out of her, this album came out along with Colors, and I didn't care for Colors at the time. I love that album now, so I got back in her and started listening to all her newer stuff I missed out on. And I will say she knows how to put out an album too. You know, there's a reason she's like the queen of J-pop. So I got back into her, and I think that, you know, mainly I've been listening to a lot of Scandal as well, preparing for their new album. So it's like BoA and Scandal coming out on the same day.
Yay, wallet.
You know, yeah, my wallet's crying. I still have not pre-ordered Scandal's Honey album, as I'm really debating on it. I like the singles released so far, but it still hasn't got me to hit that button yet.
Just do it.
Yeah, my bank account's going to cry. I mean, because there's a lot of new releases coming out.
My bank account's always crying, so it is what it is.
Yeah, because Kokia's new best album's coming out. Kodokumi's new album's coming out at the end of the month. Kana Nishino Blu-ray. I already got my CD Japan order in, so Scandal might get added to that. I'm thinking about it. How about you, Ken?
I've been alright. Been listening to a lot of things here and there. Actually, I've been on this whole Judy and Mary kick recently. But yeah, nothing too much. I did pick up Gardenia's new single, Air, and I really hope that it makes the Oricron next week. But it's a really good album. I really recommend it. Besides that, I've been listening to some Kodokumi stuff and some Scandal stuff just to prepare for the episodes that we're going to do later on for them. And I finally got to listen to Wanima's album also.
How'd you like it?
It was alright. I liked it pretty much. There's a couple songs that I did prefer. I did like Charm and Chiki. All the C ones, I guess.
Oh, that's fair. I like Charm too.
Yeah,
like that's a really good song.
Yeah, Hanabi was also pretty good too. So that was another song that I was like, yeah, I can see myself liking this band for a bit. And I also bought the Monster Hunter Collector's Edition, so it came with the soundtrack. So I've been listening to that while I'm at work. And for my job, I'm out in the public, so certain people start listening to that, and they go, "Oh, you play Monster Hunter?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah."
I have one question that has to be asked. Where did you put the Baller Rathalos? No, it's a Nergigante statue. Where'd you put that at?
It's right in front of my television. As much as I would love to carry it around with me while I'm at work at the office,
this having on display 24 hours a day. Like, oh yeah. I sleep with this thing.
I sleep with this thing. It's a little spiky at times, but it's right there. Right?
I've grown to love the spikes. They're not tears of pain; they're tears of joy as it burrows its way into my body.
Yes. Man, he is a thing of beauty to fight with, though.
I'm not. Well, I have, but yeah, whatever. It's not a gaming podcast, but
yeah. Let's continue on to a bit for the news. First and foremost, Perfume announces their new single, Mugen Mirai. It is their 30th single, and I was thinking back, I was like, geez, yeah, 30 singles. I haven't really thought about that too much.
I didn't realize they'd been around that long.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. So it will be released on March 14th of this year. So, you know, for us, we all the three of us, we kind of also have a personal connection to them because they are our upperclassmen by technicality because they went to the same school as us.
Go Senpai!
That's true, they did.
Yes. Go Senpais.
I heart Senpai.
But yeah, continuing on. I heart Senpai. Nachin, oh baby. But continuing on, Exile will have a new single, and it's been their newest single for the past, since like 2016, so for about 2 years now. The single is called "Party All Night," Star of a Wish, and they have a little preview up on their personal YouTube channel. I suggest you guys take a look at it if you guys are interested. It is a party all night situation. And with that, they are going to bring back this thing that they introduced called Exile Friday. Well, the group will introduce a brand new song every first Friday of the month, and it's going to happen for the next 6 months.
So is that gonna be like correlate to like a new album?
Probably. I'm pretty sure it's going to accumulate, like 3 of them will go into a single, other 3 of them will go into another single later on in the month, and then they'll just do a album last part of the year.
They got to make that money. That's a good way to do it.
And it's interesting because in the music video, Atsushi is in New York, where he celebrated New Year's, and it shows scenes of him partying it up in New Year's.
Hey. Well, it's not like he was invited to the Kohaku, so it's not like he had anything better to do.
Yeah, because the younger brother groups, I guess, were performing, not so much him. But yeah, continuing on, we go out to a little bit of a sad news. First generation member of Nogizaka 46, Rina Ikoma, announced her graduation. She's been in the group since day one, back in 2011.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was the first. Yeah, she was part of the first generation of the group. So, and she's really, really popular. And I think this is the first part of their major members that a very popular member is leaving the group or graduating from the group. And it kind of hurt some fans because this news was announced right after the 20th single was announced too. And it pretty much is going to be her last single.
Well. She can't stay with the group forever, so.
Yeah, and what makes it kind of bittersweet of how popular she was in the Senbatsu, which is the election, for every single Nogizaka single, and made idol history being the first Nogizaka member to be in an AKB 48 single. Right now, it's Mai Shirashi, who's pretty popular between both groups. That she's actually part of AKB half time, pretty much. But
wow!
She made for idol history within the 46 and 48 group. So that atones to how popular she is in the group.
That's sad news.
But I wish her the
very
best
sad.
Her future endeavors. Hopefully, she doesn't go down the other path like a lot of the idols that graduate go through.
She'll probably be Mayu Watanabe. So.
Oh yeah, probably. Hopefully. But yeah, continuing on to related idol news. Morning Musume 2018 edition. We have to say that because they keep on switching members. Released their teaser for their new song, and it will involve a first generation member. Yeah, so it's pretty good, I guess. The song will have Masaki Sato as the center, quote unquote. The first generation members is Yuko Nakazawa, Ai Igoroshi, Kaori Ida, Nabe Natsumi, and a couple others from the other generation. So Risa Nagaki is also supposed to be joining in that mini album too. Mostly because it's the 20th anniversary of Morning Musume, so they're gonna try bring back everyone. Reina Tanaka is also supposed to be in it too. So it's good for some other for idol fans there. I'm not personally a Morning Musume fan, but they did start the whole boom of the idol generation for the mid to late aughts. So
I will say I was a fan of them back in the day. Like, I guess you could say when they first started with Goto Maki and Matsuda Aya, and so that was when I was really into them. But I haven't heard enough of their stuff now to really, to say anything on that one. So
yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. They have been a fixture in the idol community back since '97. So
oh yeah.
But yeah, continuing on to more idol news. Well, I guess male idol news this time around. Johnny's associates lift their ban on online images. So I don't know if you guys kind of know this or not. So Johnny's, or people who are associated with Johnny's, they don't take pictures unless it's within magazines or fully judged through their association, their agency. But because the movie that one of the members, Yoshikido Ryo, he's part of Kanjani 8, he's doing a movie that's going to be international. They kind of had to lift some restrictions using its own talents on online media. So it's very rare. Like even the photo that they use for the advertisements is Model Press, and Model Press is like one of the bigger, I guess, entertainment blogs. So it's pretty interesting to show that they actually kind of loosened up on things like that.
What movie is he going to be in?
It's called Hitsuji no Ki, and yeah, it's supposedly going to be part of the Foreign Correspondent Club of Japan, so it's going to be an international, like abroad movie supposedly. But so like a lot of the comments is like, oh, you get to see his face in HD camera, not just looking at a magazine or on a newspaper.
Is that why when like when we were looking at the Oricron, like all the Johnnies, like we don't get to see their album covers?
Yep, that's the reason why.
Wow. Okay, that's archaic, but okay.
Yeah. That's how it is. But the guy that was running Johnny's, he's a very old timey kind of dude. So, but it is what it is. But yeah, enough about the news. Let's move on to the Oricon.
Woohoo!
Lots of interesting things here.
Oh, this is a big week.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was. So why don't we start with number 10 in the singles and just count back up like we will usually do now. And first and foremost, it is at number 10, and it's called Suzuki Tokugen Hanamura. So it's based off an anime for Tokugen Hanamura. I think it's the opening. I'm not too sure. I've never heard this anime before, so
it's
Me
new
neither.
to me.
Yeah, I think it's part of this season, I guess. But yeah, it's not much I can say about that. I don't really watch too much anime anymore. So, but yeah, continuing on, it's Fuyu Masquerade by Stella Starbeat. You don't need to say the star there, but Stella Beats.
Stars are for a reason.
It's for entertainment reasons. But yeah, it's not too bad. One of the lower indie idols. I've listened to Stella Beats' older stuff, and I've liked it. And they're really going for that winter theme still. But yeah, that sold about 9,000, and I'm sorry, I forgot to say for the Suzuki Hanamura one, it sold about 8,000. So continuing on to number 8, it is Loka Tokurin by Key Talk. I just discovered Key Talk just this past week, and I've been liking a lot of it. I watched the music video for the single, and I've liked it a lot. And I kind of want to download or buy all of it now, all their older stuff now. And that sold a very good 11,000 copies. And going down up to number 7, it's Lips, once again, by News.
Still hanging in there.
Still hanging in there, but significant drop from last week, 14,000 copies.
It's more legs. I mean to still be in the singles chart like that, it's doing pretty good for itself.
Yeah. We pretty much said all we needed to say last week, so if you wanted to kind of hear our first impressions, you can give that a listen. And then and that sold about 14,000 copies there. Going up next to number 6, it's Yuki Kageboshi by Wagaki Band. I gave this a listen the other day too. I think you were listening to a bit more, right, Gray?
I heard it earlier today, but I only heard it once. I listened to both the A and B song. It's really good. It's more Wagaki. I mean, I don't say that to be like a knock, but I mean, like that band's got a sound. When you click on them, you know what you're getting. So
you know what you're getting.
Yeah,
it's a good thing, honestly, that it's more of the same for them. I did like the song. I felt like the B song was actually a pretty upbeat for them. So I definitely recommend it. Give it a listen to. The English translation, by the way, is Snow Shadow Robot. So cool name for the song.
Well,
But
and
yeah,
that
it's pretty
sold
good.
close to 15,000 copies. Yeah, it was pretty good. I've only listened to the A side, so it wasn't too much for me. But yeah, continuing on to number 5 by the Hoopas, Vampire Kiss. And we kind
sounds
of
like a Halloween song.
It sounds like a Halloween song, but I guess this could be in play of what the band actually is. So, to go a little bit behind the scenes here, earlier we were kind of trying to look them up, and I have pretty bad eyes, so I'm pretty sure that they're all guys. And Gray was like, no, they sound fairly feminine, so I looked them up a little bit more. And apparently they're women that cross-dress as men. And I now I have very confusing feelings and thoughts. I don't know how to feel.
Oh, eh?
I really don't. Yeah.
Some women pull off the tomboy look really well. It
Yeah, there's a couple of them that put it off really well. And like I said, I just have confusing thoughts and feelings now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you said they were all boy band, I'm like, they're really high pitched to be dudes.
I was like, oh, man, it could be like Johnny's. I haven't really listened to it, but then I looked it up a little bit more, and I was like, oh, now I understand. I got it now. But yeah, they sold a lovely 18,000 copies, and I think I might download a little bit more stuff of them, buy it down the line on Amazon or something. But yeah, continuing up to number 4.
You can hear the excitement in his voice.
Yeah, you know what this is.
Oh. The Idol Master Cinderella Master Kokukaze Aya, which sold a lovely 20,000 copies. Yeah, that's impressive.
Yes, sure. Why not?
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
20,000 copies. Yeah, that's not too bad. I can't knock that. But I can't knock it because it's freaking
It's
Idolmaster.
Idolmaster.
But yeah, continuing up, it is Wild Love by Up Top 10. I think I said that right.
It's as good as you could possibly get.
It's as good as we could all get.
Up Top 10. It's another Korean group that's making their foray into the Japan market here. But I just it sold a wonderful 29,000 copies. Yeah, I can't say much about it.
They have a weird name.
Up Top 10. That's pretty much all I can say about it. But yes.
Maybe it's Tenchion? I don't know. I don't know.
Up tension.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's it. 'Cause I'm like
up tension.
Well, for the listeners
regardless.
who can't see it, it's UP and then there's a space and then it's the number 10 and then with no space it's TION. So up tension. I don't know. Weird name.
But yeah.
That's how they get there. That's how they get noticed. Let's have a bizarre name that makes no sense. Woohoo! Who are these people?
Woohoo! Continuing on to number 2, and I am so excited for this.
I figured you
I'm
would
happy
be.
that it is the Be the One by Pandora. It is the opening theme for Kamen Rider Drive, this year's Kamen Rider, and I love it. Not as good as the Deitch.
Few things are.
Few
That's
things
true.
are. Not much things as good as the Deitch. Is a little slang that we use here now. It's done by Pandora, female singer, and it sold a incredible 36,000 copies, and I'm pretty sure it included one of the toys inside the CD. That's how they usually get away with sales like this. Not to knock the song, but usually that's how they get the sales. They've been doing it for like the past 5 years now, so I would assume that's the reason why it got so much sales. But yeah, I like the song. I've liked Drive and Build up to so far. Build is a really good season. And on another topic, I can't wait for the new season for Sentai, which premieres this weekend. So
Is it this weekend?
But yeah, it is this weekend. It's no, it's next weekend. It's it's every Valentine's Day beforehand. It's usually Valentine's week.
I'm excited for that. That looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But continuing on, we are not a Tokusatsu podcast, as much as I would want it to be one.
I'm certain we could find time for one.
Continuing on to number 1, Topaz Love, and I guess the B-side is Destiny, by Kinky Kids. Johnny's raking in that money once again. Two singles on the same week, but this time with Kinky Kids, they sold a lot more at 198,000 copies.
Holy cow. That's a lot for a single.
For a single, yes, I guess. But this is part of the course for Johnny's. If Johnny's has fans, they somehow find a way to get
and I'm
it.
not surprised because I like Kinky Kids, and I actually like both songs. I gave it a listen earlier.
Yeah, Topaz Love. I was watching the PV earlier, and I like the mood it was setting. A little swing here and there. But yeah, continuing on to the albums, and I can't wait till we get to number 1 for the sales for this week. Oh baby, that's a doozy.
That's
Oh,
an
yeah.
understatement. You're selling it a little short, just calling it a doozy. Like nothing else
Yeah.
is in the ballpark, but we'll get to it.
Okay. going down to number 10, first and foremost, it is one of the orchestras, I think, for the Dragon Quest 11 soundtrack.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I don't play Dragon Quest. I haven't played it in like how many years now.
I'm really excited for Dragon Quest, but I haven't listened to this yet, so I don't know if it's any good or not. But I love Dragon Quest. And Dragon Quest, not 10, 8 had amazing music. So
Yes. Yeah, that sold a lovely 6,000 copies. Not too bad. And going up to number 9, I guess it is a drama CD by Fate Prototype. I'm not too sure.
I think it's part of the Fate series.
Yeah.
It is. It is. I haven't. Is it part of the game, or is there a new? I feel like Prototype might be a game, but I'm not 100% sure on it.
It looks like a game. No, it's based off the animation.
I guess I guess they're doing a new one. I know
Yeah.
I can't say that name worth the life of me.
Apocrypha? Fate Apocrypha?
Yeah, Apocrypha. Yeah, that just ended not too long ago, so I can see why they're making a new one. I mean, the Fate universe is so easy to expand on, and it's such a popular franchise over there too.
But once again, I wouldn't. Like I said, I wouldn't know. But yeah, it is a drama CD and includes the original soundtrack for the anime, for the short anime, and that sold about 6,000 copies as well. So a little around the ballpark as the same for the Dragon Quest CD.
They're within 100 units of each other. 99 is the
Yeah.
exact number.
99. Oh yeah, that is correct. 99. 99 people. But yeah, going up to number 8, it's Juice, once again by Lovely Monster.
Woohoo!
Taking a little drop in sales there, but
Well,
good
that's
enough
to be expected.
to make well, unless you're Namie, but
Yeah, not me is special. But still, like that was a great album, and I'm glad it's still selling well. So
Same. Juice was good. I finally got to listen to it, and I really enjoyed it.
sold about 7,000 copies. Not too bad. And continuing on to number 7, it's Metropolis by, I guess it's a solo act from one of the guys from CM Blue.
guess so.
If Luna, if my recollection is correct, CM Blue is a rock band, isn't it?
Yeah.
A Korean rock band. So
Yeah, they're Korean rock. I don't remember.
What?
Man, it's been a while since I've actually.
Why in the world are they doing single stuff? I guess.
I mean, I can see some going solo. I actually haven't listened to much CN Blue, but I know who they are. I'm gonna have to look that up. Actually, I wonder if they broke up.
I guess,
or you know, because I mean, when Koreans turn a certain age, a lot of the males they have to join the military, and that's when a lot of them start doing solo works when the band can't all do stuff together. I'm thinking maybe that, but I'm not surprised that maybe they're doing something solo. As a lot of Korean singers have been doing solo works. Yeah, they're a rock band. I've heard a little bit of their music, and I've liked what I heard. I just, I'm not as familiar with them.
Yeah, that I know of them, but I haven't listened to anything CM Blue wise. But yeah, it sold a lovely 9,000 copies.
He left. Or no, he didn't leave.
He's the guitarist.
Yeah, he is. He's the guitarist and he's the rapper.
That sounds like two things that should not go together.
hey, rock rap is a thing.
If it's done right, it's done right. But yeah, he's the bass player and the rapper. Yeah.
I learned something new today.
He's a good. He's like according to Wikipedia, he's just vocals and guitar.
Wait, wrong one. Wrong one.
To be fair,
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one.
there's Lee Jung Hyun and Lee Jung Shin. That's very easy mistake to make. Their names are really
Yeah,
similar.
that was my bad. I didn't read all the names properly before I said anything.
But
I guess it makes sense if he's the vocalist.
yeah, but the bassist is a rapper, and the main vocals is also a rapper and guitar, and then they have drums. Woohoo!
Yeah, that's not surprising. A lot of Korean bands have like two rappers who are also the vocalists.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to check this song out because it sounds interesting. The group sounds interesting in general, and they've released some Japanese stuff as well before this.
Yeah. Yeah, not much I can say on that part, but yeah, it's good that they're. I guess CN Blue is, I guess, continuing on in the Japanese market. I remember briefly that they were venturing in there, but this was a while back. I want to say.
Yeah, they had a Japanese mini album a while back.
Yeah. But yeah, continuing on, sold 9,000 copies, and then up to number 6. It is by a band called Shinsei Kikapuku Setsutan Eto. I have no idea what I just said, but
I can tell you if you want to know.
yeah, just tell me what I.
Okay, so according to the English translation, it's New Century Epic Susane.
Susane. Okay. Yeah, this is like their breakout, I guess, album, and it's called Epic Quest, and it's done in the style of Dragon Quest. I guess that was a coincidence on their part.
Guess so. Or they're just really hyped for Dragon Quest XI, just like the rest of us.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, continue. It sold 12,000 copies. I'm very interested to see what they're going to do later on, because this is like their debut album. Like, you can't find anything on them for the most part. Like, even on HMV, which is a big bookstore and music store in Japan, you can't. It's only this album that's been released by them.
Huh, interesting.
So I wonder if this is their first major album, and all the stuff that they'd done before was minis. But yeah, it sold 12,000 copies, and I can't wait to see what else happens for them. But continuing on to number 5, I'm very surprised that it's number 5.
I'm not, because like number 1 heard a lot of the artists that charted last week. I mean, everybody's down.
Oh yeah.
Have to make space somehow.
Yeah,
that's true. There've been a lot of good releases anyway.
Yeah.
And it is finally, once again, by Nami. This time only selling 15,000 copies.
I feel like everyone's probably got their copies by now. You know, it's been since November, but people are still buying it, which is great. You gotta great to see it still on here.
International crowd. You got to pander that international.
That's true. That's true. I was one of them.
Yeah,
but that was back in November.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of it is just the international crowds at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, continuing on to number 4. Oh, hey, I didn't even know that Wanima made it down again. But yeah, there's Everybody by Wanima. I'm happy to see them on the list. I'm pretty sure you are too, Greg.
Oh, I'm happy. I wish. I mean, they had a good week. Their numbers are pretty good, all things considered. But it's nice to see them back on the list, and it's nice to see everybody giving them check out, see what's going on. So hopefully trend continues. Like I said, I really liked it. It's a great band, great album. Definitely excited to see what comes next. So Hopefully, they stay on top for a little while longer.
On the dailies, they are still making the top 3, so I would expect them to at least get to number 8 or so next week. Hopefully, to be on the chart.
I think number 1's going to be on top. Well, is going to be on here for a few weeks, though.
Yeah, I want to say maybe 2 more weeks. So I'll probably be on the chart. But yeah, it sold 28,000 copies. All things considering, it's
That's
really
still
good.
pretty good. Yeah,
It's
that's
really
really good.
Continuing on to number 3, it is Winter Sleep by Junho
Yep, Junho.
from 2 p.m.
Yep, I like 2 p.m.
I always mix these 2 groups up.
There's 2 p.m. and 2 a.m.
Yeah, I always mix the members up from both.
It's okay. It's confusing. Believe me, it's confusing.
I've never heard of either one of them, but I'd be lost. I'd be like,
so
okay.
When the 2, I have a question here. So when the 2 groups do a duet together, is it 12 a.m. or 12 p.m.?
I don't even know if they've ever done anything. I like 2 p.m., but it's been a long time since I've actually listened to them, to be honest.
I personally am a 2 a.m. person. Granted, I'm sleeping at that time, but you know.
I think we're all sleeping at that time.
I wasn't last night for Monster Hunter reasons.
See, I liked them when Jay Park was the leader of the band, and that was back in 08 to 010, and he left in 010. So that's when I was into 2 p.m. So.
Yeah, I see. But yeah, I guess once again the solo careers are breaking apart everyone because of military stuff. But yeah, it sold close to 30,000 copies, 28 to be precise, but about 30,000. It's not too bad, all things considering. And going up to number 2, it is okay. I have to make sure I say this right because it is a tongue twister. Mode.
That is correct.
By Union Squared Circle. Me practicing trying to say this, I said it wrong a couple dozen times. Yeah, it's a Union Square Garden. They are a pretty good band. I pretty like it. I like them not too much. I've listened to a couple of their older stuff.
Is that a horse jockey riding a giraffe?
Yes, it is a horse jockey riding a giraffe.
Okay, I just want to make certain that my eyes are not deceiving me in any manner. Okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting cover and a very interesting album title too. When you it's like, whoa.
Yeah, so in this album, they included a couple things from the drama and an anime theme. Opening theme for one of these animes. I'm sorry if I don't really know it, but yeah, it's they've done a couple of other things. But yeah, they're an interesting band. It's only a 3-member band, so I'm looking forward to more stuff by them. And it sold a lovely 39,000 copies, pretty close to 40,000 here. So yeah, it's not too bad. And now, to the main event. I pretty much knocked everything off the board here. And I knew that when this album came out that it would reach number 1. But, good golly geez.
You could take everything on the top 10 singles list and 2 through 10 on this list, combine them, and I still don't think you'd hit the number.
Nope.
No, I don't think you'll hit the number at all. You'll probably reach half of the number. But it is AKB48, Bokutachi wa ano hi yugata no shiteiru, with a whopping 576,000 copies. Good golly.
That's
half
crazy.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Over $500,000.
Yep. I
That is
guarantee this
insane.
will sell 1 million in about 2 weeks. I mean, it sold. Seeing
Okay.
how many it sold in this week, holy cow!
So I'm gonna preference a little something here. I'm not too sure. I haven't kept up with the news lately, but I'm not too sure if this album was the first draw of the Senbatsu. If it is the first draw of the Senbatsu, that would explain a lot of reasons why this sale is so high. But I don't think it is. I really don't. It just boggles my mind
It
of how much it sold, and no knock against AKB. I know how much their sales force are. I am one of those sales forces. But good golly gee.
I'll say as a, not the biggest AKB48 fan. I listened to the entire album minus the last song because I got busy and couldn't listen to the last song. But I really liked it. I thought it was a solid album through and through, minus the last song, of course. Really catchy, solid album. Like, I mean, it's a quality album. Maybe just everybody was like, oh, well, it came out. Normal people picked it up and they're like, hey, this is a good album. I should get my friends to listen to it. And just, quality of the album alone carried it.
500,000 of that.
Yeah.
But
how many different versions of this album did they release?
I want to say about 4, similarly.
Sounds about right.
Let me go check that real fast. But another caveat to this is I think it is Mayu Watanabe's last one.
And more people, of course, people are gonna buy it. For Mayu Watanabe, for it's AKB48. And I can see why it sells. I listened to about half of it, and I liked what I heard. I really enjoyed it, so I can see how, why people are picking it up.
Oh, yeah.
I only see 2.
Yeah, so there's only 2 copies then. Probably a Blu-ray and CD. Type A and B. Oh, but good golly gee. And, okay, so this is probably a drop in the bucket on how huge AKB is. So, Gray, when we get to Senbatsu time, I can't wait to see your guys' reactions for the sales of these. Senbatsu time, easy. The single that is tied to them will make 1 million.
When is Senbatsu?
I want to say summertime, if I'm doing my calendaring correctly. Around summertime. Because the summer song usually ties the Senbatsu ticket. There are people that one person buys 120,000 copies just so that they could get tickets to support their idol.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
That is insane.
I remember back when it was between Sashihara and Oshima Yuko. One guy bought 120,000 copies. He took a picture of the crate that all the CDs came in with, and it just showed a picture with all the photos because all the singles have a photo in them. When him smiling with all the photos just in hand. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's funny because he probably only needs to keep one of them, and he'll just sell the rest to the Book Off or whatever site will take them, or Amazon or whatever. It just boggles my mind. And those CDs aren't cheap too. They're about $20. Oh, that would explain it. The album wasn't too expensive. It was only $30.
Oh, that's cheap. That's a good price, but that's not a bad price at all for a Blu-ray with the CD.
That's Type B, and Type B probably marked a hell of a lot more. Yeah, it was A had the CD and DVD, and then it was only $35. Amazon, you can buy it right now for $28.
Yep.
That would probably help a lot there.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my goodness! But yeah, $500,000, $500,000. Good golly gee. I will suggest probably this will probably be on for about 3 weeks.
Probably.
It'll probably drop when Scandal and the Bow album hit. The Bow album will probably make 3. I'm just guessing here. I'm not
Yeah,
predicting.
I since she doesn't do as much as she used to, I can't see, it going up super, super high. I would like to see her number 1, but I doubt that'll happen.
Yeah.
You never know.
Let's play it. Let's play a game here. What position do you think the Scandal album is gonna make?
See, I don't know historically how well their albums do, so I don't want to put a number on it. But top 3, I'd say they'd be in the top 3 probably, maybe first or second. It'll depend on how well the Boa album is, because if the Boa album gains a lot of traction, I don't know. I could see it being number 1 very easily.
And Scandal has the new Honey album has 3 editions. So does the Boa album. Scandal is T-shirt edition, which is around $50. They have a CD only edition and a CD plus DVD edition. And then the Boa one has 2 different DVD editions with different DVD track listings and a CD only edition as well.
For the T-shirt edition, do you get to pick the size of your shirt?
I think it's a one size fit all.
It is, yeah.
So was it spandex?
Yeah, I know. I looked. The T-shirt edition is a little more pricey. It's like $50, $52 on a CD Japan, and it's very, very limited. They actually only let you purchase one of the products.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say it's about Japanese large size, which is around the average build.
Yeah.
Average build of all the fans there. Not to because I've been to a couple of their concerts and I've seen what their fans look like.
Well, like I wear a large, and like I bought I bought larges in Japan, and everybody told me like buy one size larger than what you normally wear because their sizes run smaller. I didn't listen, and I've got a Danganronpa shirt that's skin tight right now.
Hey now. And that means you gotta bust out of it like the Incredible Hulk, right?
No, because it's Danganronpa and I love Monokuma. No way. Monokuma will be whole and intact and cute as he always is. Even if he wants to murder you, because that's what Monokuma is. He's murder and happiness.
Well, not happiness. Okay, but yeah. Is there any other